What's up, 2K fans? Dom 2K on the mic, and today I wanted to do a my commentary. Well, I guess this morning because it's about 3:40. I don't sleep. I'm like I don't know what you call it, insomniac, I guess. Yeah, I really never sleep, and I don't get tired either. But yeah, I'm recording this, and I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and do this because season 2 has not gotten off the ground at all in the way I had hoped. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and make clear. Before you make any comments on this video, please listen to at least half of it or most of it, because I've realized in this day and age, people love not to listen and to not read. Those like two people's favorite things. So I'm gonna make a few things very clear. First thing I'm gonna make very, very clear is that no, I'm not quitting or ending the Three Kings of New York. So whatever I say past this, you can go ahead and throw that out, because Three Kings of New York still exists. It's something I'm still going to be working on all the time. And yeah, that's one thing. Two, in its absence, I am not going, this channel is still going to be active. I'm still going to be posting videos, and since it won't be those videos for about 3 months, I'm actually going to be posting a lot more frequent. And in my opinion, I think I'm going to be posting something more people like, because I did a Michael Jordan commercial the other day, and that got more likes in like a day than one Three Kings of New York video gets in forever. So, and like I said, this doesn't have anything to do with that. That's just showing I was just looking at that, and I was like, wow, people really liked what I did right there. So that's another thing I wanted to make clear. This channel, I'm not gonna stop posting on it. I'm not gonna let it go dead. That would be dumb of me. And yeah, that was probably the only things I really need to make clear before I start talking. I don't know how long this is gonna be, because I'm kind of just going off the dome right now. So first off, Three Kings in New York, I just want to go ahead and address it. Like I said, one thing about y'all, like I always say, y'all don't know me, y'all don't know anything about me, but y'all do know what I tell you, and that's that I'm an honest person, and that I'll own any mistakes that I make or anything like that. If I'm wrong, I'll just say I'm wrong. I'm a real person with everyone. I'm like that with myself, and I'm like that with other people too. So for season 2, I basically just guess I should say my bad. I look at where I'm at right now, and like I said, I'm just gonna own everything. So there's nothing, nobody can point fingers at me, because I accepted it all. I look at Three Kings in New York season 1, and in June 3rd, last year, June 3rd, I was already on episode 20, I think, and I was having a hell of a lot more fun making those videos than I am now. I'm looking at this, and like I said in one of my earlier commentaries, I'm on a leave of absence from school until August, and it's been that way since about December. Even with that, those months off that I've been off and had basically nothing to do but the Three Kings in New York, I'm only on episode 24 right now. That was the one that was getting ready to release. So that's 4 episodes more made with all that extra time, at least like a 5-month head start. My bad. That's completely on me. That had a lot to do with motivation, the enjoyment I was getting out of the game. That had so much, there was so much that went into that. I'm not making excuses, I'm just basically telling y'all why that happened. But in any event, some people would ask me and say, oh well, you can still finish the series, because last series ended up about 57 videos. Yeah, but see, this is totally different. I've never said about half the things that happened in season 1. And first of all, season 1, like I said, it was my first year on YouTube. That was my first time on YouTube, first time making videos, and that was my first time playing in front of people. And that season took place in like at least 15 different MyGM files. And the reason was, when I was making the series, when I was making Three Kings New York 1, I kept on, that was my first time actually having to make rosters that really, really had to be competitive. So, I would always see these teams that weren't playing together, then I would have to restart my GM and, make a new team and, see how they played together. Basically, all the trial and error happened while I was playing the Three Kings in New York season 1. Season 2 was a lot more organized and heavy than I had planned for. Season 2, I did a full 82 game season, which I'm currently finished with. I'm in the first round of the playoffs right now, and whether I'm actually even going to finish the playoffs for season 2, I don't even know. We'll see. If I want to, I might, just to see what would have happened. But yeah, I have so much recorded, and I already have the story written in my head, and it's pretty awesome too. I'm not going to say anything about it, because I still may use some of those elements in what I plan to do in like September and on. But basically what I'm trying to say here is that I don't feel like I would be respecting myself as a content creator, or the people who Wow, that was a good shot. My bad. I'm watching Kobe and LeBron highlights as I'm speaking because I had to have something to keep me interested while I'm talking. I wouldn't be respecting myself as a content creator or you guys as the viewers if I were to try to cram everything that happened this season into 3 months. And see, that's the difference. I didn't want to, that was the thing I had harped on so much, is that yes, I have so much more time in season 2 than I did season 1, but so many things, my dad, he taught me kind of like a life lesson, and he says, he's always told me since I was a kid, prior planning prevents piss poor performance. In this season, I prior planned up to a certain degree, but then I really didn't, because I like I said, I was a lot more organized with it this year, but I did not plan. When I first got the game, I didn't plan like I should have, because like I said, this is a series, so I should have planned dates, I should have planned when I was going to do certain things, and I really didn't. I kind of let everything just kind of float up in the air, and I would just grab it as it came to me, basically. And that really wasn't a good idea, because I'm basically stuck with the situation where I have now, whereas I have too much to show, basically. Hold on, my bad. I was trying to click on the video. I have too much to show right now, and it would ruin the series, honestly. It would ruin the series if I was to skip everything. Like, okay, take for instance right now. If you go to 3KONY.com, I'm on 11/19 right now, which is November 19th. Now, I know that had a lot of y'all worried. It didn't have me worried because I was going to do a time lapse a couple of times through the series anyways, but this is starting to become something where it's too much stress for a video game, basically, because every single day that ticks off the clock now, I feel like that's another day that I have to try to squeeze this story in, and it's long. This one, season 2, was nothing like season 1, and I just put it out there. I wasn't prepared for it at all. So I could probably give like 100 things. I could talk about what happened between January and June that that's put me only 4 episodes over where I was in season 1. But like I said, I'm a bottom line person. Bottom line is just that there's absolutely no reason for me to try to squeeze, this series in between now and September, when there's a much better option. Damn, that was a nice pass. There's no reason for me to try to squeeze this in when I have a much better option. And another option is, which is basically a point B, is what I was saying, is this channel is not, I'm not going to stop posting stuff at all. As a matter of fact, it's about to get more frequent because there won't be 3 Kings of New York videos for about 3 months. I have a lot of different ideas as a content creator. I have a lot of more things that I want to pursue right now than trying to force myself to, condense a series that could be so great. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and first, let me tell y'all, I know I have a lot of young followers who think 3 months is an eternity. It's not. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, as y'all get older, 3 months becomes like 10 minutes, especially when you have a ton of stuff to do in between that time. 3 months is nowhere near as long as it sounds to get this done. And but yeah, I think, in my opinion, just so to give you guys a little taste, I have more things that I could post to the channel in between. And the main thing is, in this 3 months, what I want to do, like I said, because I just want to give you guys a little insight what I'm doing to do. I just want to get better. Like, that's the biggest thing. I'm trying to put this together. I want to get better as a content creator. I look at the programs that I use now on my computer, and I know, I would say about, like, if all of them together was 100%, I know about 35 to 40% of what I'm doing as far as editing and content creating, which I know enough to get basically through what I've already done. But in this 3 months, I really feel like I could get much better at all of these programs. I could get much more efficient in my editing. I could get better in my editing. And not to mention, 2K16 comes out in September. I'd have a whole year to use that editing on something really special. So, my bad. I just ate some pretzels. I burped up a little bit. So yeah, that's basically kind of what I want to do. I want to study a little bit, study some other videos. But like I said, I'm not gonna let this channel go dead by any means at all. You guys remember my video Pissed Off for Greatness? By the way, it has 10,000 views now, so thank y'all for that. My Pissed Off for Greatness highlight video that I made back in January. I have a lot more ideas for stuff like that, which and I could get even better than I did with that video. So, and somebody asked me why I don't post a lot of highlight videos anyway, so I have enough footage to do things like that. I have a lot of things in my head that I don't really want to give away right now that I plan on doing, but I felt like I at least owed y'all the decency, instead of just not posting another 3 Kings New York video for 3 months. you know, I feel like I owed y'all at least the decency of telling y'all why I'm doing what I'm doing. And like I said, I know this is kind of all over the place because it was, you know, completely off the dome. It's literally just main reasons. I'm just being smart right now. You know, I was taught that, you know, a smart person, you know, even just a business person, but smart person period, just kind of cuts their losses while they still can. You cut your losses. You have to know when you have to know when you've lost, basically. You know, you have to stop lying to yourself sometimes. You just know when you've lost and say, okay, I lost this route, I need to try to, you know, create another opportunity for myself. And with season 2, I lost. It's my fault. I recorded a shit ton of stuff for season 2, and you know, I took too much time getting out videos. And you know, like I said, you know, I've been through a process for a video. In my 10K subscriber video, I told you guys what it takes to make one of these videos. But you know, I'll be honest with you guys. Wow, that was a nice pass. Kobe Bryant and Shaq, they were the shit. That's insane. Yeah, I told you guys the process of what it takes to make these videos. But you know, what I haven't said is that process is not the reason these videos have taken so long during season 2. These videos have taken so long during season 2 for a ton of things. Whether it was me not enjoying playing the game, whether it was damn, what was the other one? It was me not enjoying playing. Oh yeah, motivation, simple motivation to do it. And here we've gotten to a point where, you know, it's something like I'm dreading. It's almost like going to a job that I hate right now. And not because I hate making videos, but because, you know, I'm the type of person, I have OCD like crazy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have it. I can't run from it. I have OCD in other parts of my life and everything. And I'm not the type of person, I can't sit here and know I'm giving a half-ass effort. Like, okay, that's what I'm saying right now. It's like I'm on episode 24. I would need at least, let's see, I would need way more than I had last year. Like, to be in the same place I was in season 1, to make season 2 a good series. I'm all about quality over quantity always. But this is one of those scenarios where it's like, okay, you know, you can live by that principle if you want, but this is one of those times where, you know, you still need more. Regardless, you know, you can pack as much quality as you want to in one video, but you need more than you had last season to make this story make sense. Otherwise, it's just going to be me. It's going to seem really rushed, really compressed. I don't want to do that to y'all, and I don't want to do that to myself. And like I said, when I'm going to edit last night, you know, I was going to edit episode 24, and I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do the video because I'm sitting here doing the video, and I'm just like, I could do better than this. I could do better than everything. You know, the editing that I was doing, you know, how inefficient it was. Just knowing, you know, the sheer thought of just making this series like half of what it could be. Like, I can't commit, is basically what I'm saying. I can't commit to, because I feel like I'm cheating you guys and I'm cheating myself. I can't commit to sit here and make something that's like half of what it could be. I keep on trying. I'm like running in circles right now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry. Hopefully y'all get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's what's up with 3 Kings of New York season 2. 3 Kings of New York next year. Don't worry about it. It's only 3 months. Really short wait. You guys, you know, if you live in my shoes, 3 months is not a long wait at all. But that's when it'll be back. It'll be back when NBA 2K16 comes around. So pretty much around October is when I plan on having it back. 3 Kings of New York. Don't worry about what the story is going to do, what I've already done in season 2, how that's going to affect what I do. Don't worry about that. That stuff I'm already rewriting in my head. I'm taking care of it. The one thing I found with being, I guess you could call a quote-unquote writer, is that you can write anything. Like, as long as you steady and you have the claims to back it up, you can basically write your way around anything. So do not worry about that. I have that all covered. You know, I've gotten you guys before. You know, I think if you guys go back and watch, what was that, game 5, if you go watching game 5 of the finals, you guys can see, like, I can pretty much write myself out of anything. So don't worry about how that's going to work out. Let me take care of that. And like I said, you know, this is actually, I think this will be a good thing for me and for you guys too, because let's be real, for the last, how long has it been? Has it been a year and a half now? Basically a year and a half. You know, the only type of video I've ever made was 3 Kings in New York. I've only made like one highlight video since then. I just made that Michael Jordan commercial, which a lot of people liked, you know, surprisingly. I was surprised at the response for that, because normally I didn't know how I was going to do, and it did better than any 3 Kings in New York video I've made. Like, really, like, as fast as it did really good. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff like that. I'm not being specific, like I said earlier, because I really don't want to give a lot of it away. You know, I kind of want to, you know, hit y'all with a right hook. and see what y'all think about it. And yeah, like I said, I'm at 10K right now. I made a promise in my 10K video that I wasn't going to be one of those YouTubers that just goes away after they get to a certain height, because I've seen certain YouTubers get to like 12,000 and 13,000 and then it just disappear for good. I don't plan on doing that, but this is going to be kind of good relief for me, because even tonight, I sat and I thought hard about this. I don't want anybody to think I make impulse decisions, because I made an impulse decision before that kind of ruined an entire year of my life. So this was not impulse at all. This was just me being honest with myself. I'm playing games like crazy, trying to get through the playoffs. I'm almost rushing the playoffs, basically, just so I can get to the end of the season, so I can have more time to edit. And then I'm looking at it and saying, no matter what I do now, I've already screwed myself to basically where this series is not going to be what it should have been. So but like I said, at the same time that this is kind of a curse, it's also kind of a blessing too, because now I know what I need to do. Like I said, I'm still relatively new to YouTube. Like last year was my first series. My first experience on YouTube was a fucking TV show, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I've been growing along with this, and this was just a learning experience that you basically, if this is something, if you're real about it, you really have to plan. I would say that I would have never done Summer League if I kind of knew what this was going to take. If I knew what season 2 was going to take, I probably would have never done Summer League. That was me just thinking that I had forever. When you're a year out from the next 2K, you kind of think you have forever to do whatever you want to do. I probably would have done Summer League, but yeah, like I said, I'm probably saying a little too much now. Kind of wanted to keep this commentary short. So yeah, if you're still here, you obviously care. I basically just sum up what I said in this video. Three Kings in New York is absolutely not quitting at all. I'm taking this time off. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna master my skills. I have a lot of things that I want to do right now. I want to upgrade my equipment, because I've been recording the Three Kings in New York, and I've been recording all of the Three Kings in New York with whatever. Y'all don't need to know that. Y'all don't need to know that. Just leave it at this. I want to upgrade my equipment. I want to upgrade my skills, because one thing I noticed when I'm planning my videos, sometimes the scenes seem kind of redundant to me, because it's like, I'm not, my skill, I barely have any time to get better. You know what I'm saying? I have to get better on the fly. I really want to master the programs. Recently I had gotten into Photoshop, and I started learning the nuances of Photoshop, and I started learning some more about graphic design. I really, really want to get into that, because I think that's going to help the series for next year. There's a ton of other programs that I use that I want to learn. There's just so many things that I want to do to improve. One thing you guys should know is that this isn't about being lazy or anything. This is about accepting what you've done wrong, but wanting to get better. Because like I said, I just love content creation. That's who I am. I didn't know it for a while, but I'm a content creator. I love doing it, or else I wouldn't do it. So I'm trying to improve. That's point blank. I'm trying to improve. I don't want to shit out a series for you guys and just say, here, this is what y'all get, take it, and this is what I could do in 3 months. I really want to get something good out. So if anything, like I said, I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to spend a lot of time. You should be excited. Just put it this way. You should be excited, because videos are going to be better and more frequent on my channel. And when we do get the NBA 2K16, oh yeah, that's one thing I didn't really mention on voice yet, is that we did it, man. In our video where we reached out to 2K, I'm not gonna say I'm the sole reason for them adding some of the teams that they said so far, but I'm gonna say that a lot of the things I said in my video showed up in the last episode of 2K TV. No one sold me anything, no one's contacted me, but I'm just gonna say, hey, thank y'all for liking that video, because y'all came out and showed support for the 2K16 thing, and it was your suggestions. Like, you guys said that, that was kind of mine about the retro teams, and I specifically mentioned the Celtics. They did that, and then the crowd reaction, that was a suggestion straight off of my Instagram. Somebody said that they wanted better crowd reactions. I put that in the video, and hell, that chick talked to the old dude in the video in the 2K TV episode, and they said, yeah, we reached out to all the animations for the crowd. We did it. I think we did it. I think that was part of us did it. Just put it that way. And even the video I made before that, I do notice that 2K this year, they seem like they're a lot more willing to listen, because they've been called out a couple of times by people, that frankly don't care if they like them. MWN, he's a commentator. He called them out one time. I didn't really call them out, but I was real with them in my first video about how average they were, being at a certain time. So they really listened to us this year, and we did that. So, I think 2K16 is going to be an opportunity, because it's going to have a lot more. It seems like it's going to have a lot more retro players in it that I don't have to create. Just one off the bat that we know is T-Mac. I'm not going to have to create him. He's not going to look weird next year because we're actually going to have the real T-Mac. So I just think that there's a lot that we have to look forward to. This channel's not going anywhere, and I'm excited. I'm excited for these next 3 months because I get to finally do stuff that I want to do. Truth be told, the last few 3 Kings of New York episodes I've been doing, I just didn't want to do them because I knew I could have done better. I knew that I kind of failed myself and y'all for these last few months, and I just didn't want to do them. But on the contrary, I have wanted to do some of the things that I'm still not mentioning. Like I said, I don't want to call them by name. Try not to get robbed right here. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm excited to do. I'm excited to get on editing and things like that. So yeah, I might have ranted a little bit, but that's just how I am. Y'all know me by now. I pretty much rant every time I talk in these. Thank y'all for listening. And you got any questions? Like I said, I'm an open commentator. Y'all kick me, email. I still answer. Oh, and yeah, and the website. That's gonna look better too. Now that I have time to finally sit down and just improve the website. Like I said, I have better mastery of Photoshop since then, so the website's gonna look better. That's not going anywhere. Matter of fact, there might be even more on the website now that I just have time to devote to other things. So and the fact that I have time to devote to other things means the 3 Kings of New York is going to be better when it returns. Because when it does return, I'm going to have more skills, not only by learning the programs, but by having done so many other things. I'm going to have new ideas. So just stick with it, man. Just stick with me. Success is not a straight line. For anybody who's ever achieved anything, y'all know it's not a straight line. It goes all over the place. People fuck up, people make mistakes, but I mean, at least I'm not afraid to make a mistake and admit I made one. Season 2, I had a great idea, but I did not execute properly at all. So like I said, don't worry about how it's going to be rewritten. Don't worry about what I'm going to call it next year. Just know I got y'all. That's my thing. I got y'all and I got me. So what time is it? My phone doesn't want to cut on until, oh damn, it's 4:11. Wow, it's 4:11. I probably should go to sleep to go to the gym tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna do something right now. I'm gonna do something. So yeah, thanks for listening, and yeah, I'll be back.